too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I'll do what it takes. That'll be revealed.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against McCown's Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. In motion left, that's Jackson. Third and long for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Set to take over is Tampa Bay's offense. This is a Tampa Bay team, Charles, that in 2017, really, a lot of people's darlings coming into the year, and then they wound up being the only team in the NFC South not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and part of it, only 27th in the league in rushing. And they thought they had a #1 running back in Doug Martin, who did not have a big year again in 2017. And last in the league in overall defense. So when you put that combo together, makes it hard to win the games you need to win, especially in a tough division like the NFC South.
Now Jameis on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lorenzo Molden coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's McCown. Dumps off to Powell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. McCown throwing on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
They run it again with Martin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. A swing pass caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. McCown to throw on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And Charles, for Robbie Anderson, one of the few bright spots for the Jets this last year in what was otherwise a pretty forgettable season.
Yeah, not bad for an undrafted guy from Temple. He had 63 catches, nearly 1,000 yards, had 7 touchdowns. My favorite moment of the year, though, was when he scored a TD. I went right to the camera and told the fans to vote for him for the Pro Bowl, trying to get the people's vote out.
Now McCown found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. McCown giving to Powell on the draw. And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. McCown going to hustle his guys to the line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. You got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go. 3, 9, 10. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCown now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
All right, here we go. Back there, not Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Shotgun here for McCown. Complete outright to Kurz. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Now, Barney. Back there, here we go. Philly, here we go. 39.
Here we go with Forte. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now this time McCown will throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshon Lattimore on defense.
They set up the screen to Martin, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. And he is knocked down from the side. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. A cut and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, 72 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's McCown now. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. A give to the fullback on the dive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
McCown going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Martin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it... There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 47 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go again with Powell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
To throw, it's McCown.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. McCown will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McCown. And he's got a noon one. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 45 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On play action, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A toss play. This is Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it. Here's Martin. There goes Doug Martin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.